Hey, welcome to Bobby's World. Driving in the car, talking to myself. Thought I'd share. Thinking about the law of attraction this morning. Just wanted to give my quick take. I think for me, the law of attraction means that we are always attracting things to ourselves. And what we do with those things we attract, really, I think, is what propels our growth. So, for me, for example, I had a really devastating thing pop up last month. Probably for me, one of the most scariest and things I was most afraid of, which is having to go to the hospital and deal with healthcare as it is. And I have a real big bugaboo about American healthcare, and I'm not going to get into that, but suffice to say, having to go in the hospital was really traumatic for me. And yet I attracted it, and I certainly did things that helped contribute to the fact that I was in the hospital. And so I had to take that in, and I had to accept responsibility for the situation I was in. So what I chose to do was just try and find the healing from it and the growth from it. And for me, that meant believing that if I kept my wits about me and didn't just go into a place of, oh, why is this happening to me? And I can't believe this is happening. And woe is me. And, I'm feeling bad for myself and basically contributing to the negativity of it. I decided I was going to not necessarily be positive, because there was no way I was going to be positive in that situation. So instead, what I chose to do was experience it and just be in the hospital, communicate with the nurses, the doctors, go through the, constant being woken up in the middle of the night and the hospital food, and just embrace the moment and see what it had to offer me. And sometimes with those kind of things, you don't know what they're going to offer you at that very moment. I could be experiencing it and having moments and not necessarily be able to see the wisdom in it, the growth in it, the spirituality in it, but just try and make the best of it and believe that the other side was going to bring transformation, which it has. And life isn't perfect. I've got to go every day to get IV antibiotics to a healthcare facility, and I have to, go to doctors more now. I've started taking metformin for my diabetes, which is something that I've been loath to do for a long time. And at the same time, trying to embrace the changes and make thoughtful decisions about what those changes mean to me. But overall, it is taking what I attracted and working with it and trying not to work against it. And I think for me, that is what the law of attraction is all about. It's not necessarily me saying, I want this, I'm going to focus on this, and this is what I want God to give me. Not that I don't do that as well, but I always try and keep myself open to believing that God is more powerful than me, more knowing than me. And I'm not necessarily always going to know what it is that I need in terms of my spiritual development, and that if I trust in God, if I'm partners with God, that I will be able to draw those things that are going to help me on my spiritual journey and grow through that. And if material things come along the way that I like, which I certainly have some really, really cool things in my life right now. I live in a great place. I live across from the ocean. And I get to look at the ocean every day and feel that energy. And that is a gift that I never consciously would have thought was possible for me, or that it would be something that I would say, hey, God, this is what I want. And yet, here it is in my life. And it's amazing. And I really think that this approach works for me. And anyways, I just wanted to share it because I thought it was worth sharing. So hopefully you enjoyed it.